It was the shocker of an evening in Jammu and Kashmir. 5 army men killed tragically in a terror attack in the Poonch area. This is the Rajouri sector in the Jammu region. And this, remember, is a reminder of how the terrorists are changing their strategy. We are being told 5 soldiers were killed after the vehicle caught fire. And later information came in that 50 rounds of bullets were actually fired by unidentified terrorists at an army vehicle moving between Bhimber Gali and Poonch in the Rajouri sector. Sources are telling India Today the army vehicle was attacked by all 3 sides. Grenades were also lobbed. 4 terrorists could have been involved in this attack and may have planned, remember, ahead of the G20 meeting that is ongoing in Jammu and is scheduled for Kashmir. J&K police has stated calls were made in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir to join the Jihad Brigade for terror to disrupt G20 meetings that can be a symbolic message of peace returning to the Kashmir Valley. Police further say infiltration bids may surge in coming days as well. But the terror attack also has a timing. It's just ahead of Pakistan Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto's visit to India on 4th of May to 5th to attend the SCO meeting in Goa.
Blood of our brave hearts will not go in vain. Their martyrdom will not go in vain. And all these culprits, these terrorists will be neutralized. They have to face the serious consequences, the sin they committed. For that they will be punished.
जब सेना सुरक्षित नहीं है तो रेगुलर पुलिस और वहाँ के सिटीजनशिप के बारे में क्या कहा जा सकता है। मैं इतना ही कह सकता हूँ कि ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर और होम मिनिस्टर इलेक्शन ही में न व्यस्त रहें, गवर्नेंस को इम्प्रूव करें। जो गवर्नेंस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है कमज़ोर है।
पुंछ में हुआ ये अटैक, जिसमें कई लोगों की जान जाने के भी समाचार मिले हैं, बहुत खतरनाक घटना है और ये इंटेलिजेंस फेलियर।
This is one of the favorite infiltration routes. Pakistan succeeded in infiltrating through this area. Our troops are trained to deal with such a situation. Apparently the SOPs were violated and they were not following the SOPs in the manner that they ought to have followed through, and we have apparently paid the price for it. A huge amount of search operation would have been already launched, and I'm very certain that they will not be allowed to exfiltrate, and sooner or later, within the next 24 hours or 48 hours, they will be taken to task and the terrorists will be eliminated.
So let's get an understanding of what exactly happened. Joining me now is Kamaljeet Sandhu. Kamaljeet, you have tracked this area exhaustively as well. Now tell me, initially it appeared to be an accident. All sorts of theories were going around, and then the terror angle surfaced of what actually had unfolded. What is the Jammu and Kashmir police saying, and what is the Indian Armed Forces, how are they planning to now go ahead with the investigation?
Absolutely right, Pooja, because, first of the information coming in was that a lightning had struck, and that is what has really caused fire and killed 5 of our brave jawans. But what is important and significant is the sort of terror attack which has taken place, which seems to be very, very well planned. Now, we know that at least 50 rounds were fired. We've been told the bullets which have been recovered are the armor-piercing bullets, something which we have seen earlier also. They cause a lot of damage, and that is what we've seen even in the army truck. Now, this was a truck which was carrying rations, which was carrying vegetables. It also had the fall, which is the fuel, oil and lubricant, and that is where the grenade perhaps struck the oil tank of the vehicle, which actually caused a massive fire. And meanwhile, there were also incendiary material inside the truck, which led to a greater fire being caused. But yes, these men, perhaps because they were carrying rations, were not really prepared for the sort of onslaught which came their way. We've also been told that the army as well as the security forces have actually gone ahead with the area search operations. But remember, earlier also in Rajouri, we've seen earlier this year on the 1st of January and the 2nd, where Hindu houses were targeted. The area is too vast. It's also Bhimber Gali being close to the border area and around 14 to 15 kilometers. We've also been told that perhaps this could be a fresh infiltration. The other information coming is that the NIA team is expected to reach 4 noon, and that is where there's also a forensic expert coming in from Delhi. They will be collecting evidence. Now, remember, the NIA has not been asked to join the investigation. The senior officers rushed to the spot just about yesterday. So today, it's also not just about having that search
Stay
operation
on with
would
me
also
because
be-
you're getting us important information. I also want to bring in a ground report. Sunil Ji Bhatt is on the ground right now in Poonch. Sunil, over to you. What are you picking up from the ground?
Well, Pooja, right now we are standing on Rajouri Poonch highway, and at various places nakas have been laid and an intense search operation is on across this entire stretch, this forest belt of Rajouri and Poonch district. And remember, Pooja, this is this entire stretch is hilly terrain, so terrain remains a major challenge as far as this search operation is concerned. Yesterday, this particular place in Jammu and Kashmir, this area was witnessing heavy rainfall, but today weather has improved, and that's the security forces can heave a sigh of relief because now they can carry out the search operation without any obstacle. But terrain remains a major challenge, and this is the exact same area, where in 2021 a major anti-terror operation was carried out by the Indian Army and the Jammu and Kashmir police. But unfortunately, the terrorists managed to give a slip to the security forces at that point of time, and since then there is high alert in both Rajouri as well as Poonch districts. On various occasions we have seen that there were inputs that terrorists could carry out a strike here either in Rajouri or Poonch, but again now terrorists have carried out a dastardly terror attack, and yesterday we saw that how an army vehicle was ambushed by terrorists on this highway, and sources are saying that the army vehicle was targeted from 3 sides by terrorists. They lobbed grenades.
It's absolutely
at,
horrific.
the army
Investigation
vehicle.
will tell us more about what unfolded. But this is clearly a terror attack that's taken place. Our heart goes out to the family members of those who sacrificed their life in the line of duty. These Indian soldiers, remember, putting their life at risk daily to keep our country and its borders safe and secure. Kamaljeet Sandhu, Sunil Ji Bhatt with the latest coming in on what unfolded in Rajouri.